Hey, what's up guys, MGH here and welcome back to my Christmas countdown series. I didn't do this last year, I did do it the 2 years before and it is returning for FIFA 18. So basically if you don't know what this series is, every day up until Christmas Day there's going to be a video where I explain one of my favourite players. It's going to be a top 25 countdown going from number 25 to number 1. On Christmas Day you will find out who is my favourite player in FIFA 18 so far. So today we are kicking off with the number 25 spot and we have Sancho. Now we have an English player in the Bundesliga. How often do you get to say that? He is 17 years old. He primarily plays on the left but can also play on the right. 5'10", 163 pounds. Doesn't really matter too much when it's a winger. I mean, all you want from a winger is pace, good crossing, good finishing, and skill moves, right? And good work rates. And let me tell you this, Sancho has it all. I'm a little bit upset he went to the Bundesliga, actually. I thought if he stayed in the Premier League, he might actually get a little bit of game time. Maybe if he went to one of the lower teams, maybe if he went on loan somewhere, maybe like to Swansea or something like that, because this guy has a lot of ability and a lot of potential. And one of the reasons he goes into the top 25 for me is because I've done a Dortmund career mode in my spare time and I was finding it very difficult to drop him. He was actually fantastic. So let's go through some of his stats. He's nice and quick, 77 acceleration, 75 sprint speed, 79 agility makes him really difficult to tackle, but it just improves. And of course, if you put him into training, you can improve his stamina as well, which is quite low, only 49. Now, if we look at his skill attributes, you can see his ball control, his dribbling, even his finishing could be worked on a little bit, but it's relatively good with 58. Short passing is 61, shot power 56. Of course, tackling doesn't matter, and neither do the goalkeeping stats. But in general, what you're looking for in a young winger, Sancho has it all. We can then move back to his player info, so you can double check that again. So what we're going to do in this series, instead of doing, you know, some skill games and showing you how he kind of looks in-game, instead, we're going to jump into career mode and we're going to try and sign every single player so you guys know exactly how much they cost, whether it's in Season 1 or maybe, in this case, for example, Season 2, because he's recently joined. And of course, some of these players that I might be including in this top 25 could be on loan, for example, so we'll have to wait until the next season to sign them. So let's jump into the career mode database now and let's try and sign Sancho. So for the purposes of this video, or this series I should say, we are going to be using Manchester United because they have the most money in the game. That kind of gives away maybe a couple of players that are in this top 25 list. They do get rather expensive, but I'm guessing that Sancho is going to be pretty cheap. So we've already scouted him. We're going to go ahead and find out what his rating is. So this is the beginning of Season 2. He is 68 rated, and I've just seen he's got a release clause of just 1.9 million. That is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe that. He's grown from 63 to 68 in one season, and he's only £1.9 million. I mean, that is pure road to glory type signing right there. So obviously they say here they would not be willing to sign him, but you can just skip negotiations and pay the release clause. So £1.9 million to sign one of the best young wingers in the game with a huge potential. So now let's negotiate the contract and see exactly how much he would cost if you wanted to sign him up on a contract. And I'm guessing it's not going to be too much more. So he's currently on 16,000. We're going to go ahead and give him, well, I guess rotation. I'm sure he will accept that. There you go. He hasn't got the in-game face, unfortunately, but a lot of the youngsters don't. We'll go with 5 years. I think that's more than fair enough. We're not going to put a release clause in because I recommend you don't bother. There's literally no point in having a release clause unless it's a player that you're purely signing to then sell on at some point for a massive profit. So his wage, he only wants 10,500 more. So obviously, I'm going to be negotiating in this video and in this series every time to get you guys an idea the cheapest deal you can get. So I'm going to drop this to 25. I'm going to give him a signing bonus of 400,000, and I'm going to remove the appearances bonus. Now, the reason I do that is because if you're signing a really expensive player, you can easily forget about appearance bonuses and things like that, and suddenly money disappears. It's probably not the best idea, so if you can try and avoid it, I would suggest trying to do so. And they have countered. They're happy with the signing bonus of 400,000, but he wants 28,500. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. You could probably get a little bit less there, but because I'm Manchester United, it wouldn't matter too much. So there you go, Sancho at Manchester United. I paid his release clause of £1.9 million and a very low contract as well. So we'll go ahead and jump into the squad. Don't forget, this is Season 2, so quite a few players have probably run out of contract. And there we go, 68 rated Sancho. His stats have gone up nicely since Season 1. I mean, look at his dribbling and finishing's up to 71 now, which is really impressive. And just generally looks a lot better than his Season 1 rating. So definitely worth picking up Sancho if you can. I wouldn't really recommend picking him up for a big club like Manchester United unless you're looking to really, you know, redo the whole team with younger players. But really, go for like a mid-table, Road to Glory type series. This is a perfect signing. It really is. He's so cheap. The wage is a little bit higher than I like, but still, definitely worthwhile. And that is my number 25 spot. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this series. There'll be one of these every single day. If I do have a problem, I will tweet it out, but I will try my best to do one of these every single day, and it won't affect my career mode with Hansa Rostock. I will still be trying to upload that daily as well. Hopefully looking forward to Christmas, because on Christmas Day, not only are you going to get some presents, you're going to find out my favourite player this year. And just out of curiosity, go ahead and comment down below your prediction for my top 3 players. If you get it right, I will be very surprised. And thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you for number 24 tomorrow.